Tyrone, how did you end up in foreclosure?
Well, I got divorced, and basically the income went from, was basically split in half. And my ex-wife, she refinanced the house and took all the money out of it, so there was no more money for me. So I tried to pay the mortgage as much as I could, but it ballooned from like $1,500 to $3,200.
Okay.
So
And before Start Fresh got involved, what was your plan for the home?
just to live it out until they came and took it.
Yeah.
Just live it out. That's it.
What was the fear in choosing to sell your home?
Well, I didn't do any renovations on my home, so I didn't think anybody would buy it at the price that
That you needed to
I
sell
needed
it
to
for?
sell it for.
Right. So the biggest fear was in not being able to pay off the debt.
Yeah, pay off the debt of the house, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. And then if not being able to pay off the debt, you probably would also be
Held liable for whatever that was.
For the remainder.
The remainder, yes. That was huge.
What concerns did you have in choosing a company to work with then you learned about short sale, and then what were the biggest concerns in choosing to work with a company?
My biggest concern was that the bank didn't help me liable for any of the monies that wasn't in the first mortgage. Like if my house was $500,000 and you sold it for $100,000, I wasn't held liable for $400.
Right.
That was my most important thing.
Okay,
I
cool.
want to be free and clear.
Did you have an attorney at
Yes.
any point in time?
Yes.
Not a sales attorney. But before,
Oh, no.
Before Start Fresh.
No.
Okay, cool. And could you describe your first experience with Start Fresh's agents?
Well, it wasn't a first experience with the agent. I spoke to one of their representatives on the phone. Well, she spoke to my ex-wife on the phone. Then my ex-wife had me speak to her, and I said, "Okay, let's try it."
Was it a leap of faith?
Yes, definitely.
Okay, cool. And what did you learn at the initial consultation?
Well, let me go back. I was sitting in someone else's office at the time. And then after I spoke to their representative, I left the other person's office and came home. The representative came to my home and spoke to me, and she broke down the process.
So the representative of the other short sale company.
Left them. Yeah, I left them. Yes.
And then a Start Fresh.
Representative came to my home, and we sat down and we discussed everything.
Right. And at that point, what was the level of communication, transparency
Well, she just broke down everything,
Yeah.
the process of exactly what they do, what they represent, what they offer, how the process goes, and we said, okay, I believed her. She seemed like she was very honest about the whole situation. I said, okay, let's try it.
Okay, cool. And what were some of the services that you needed from Start Fresh? Like, for instance, did they relocate you? Did they relocate any tenants?
Well, I lived there. I needed to be out the place. They said they would offer a frontal fee for me to get my apartment. They offered a lot of things, but overall, they just said they would offer agent, a broker, to help me get an apartment and things like that. Look for me.
Okay, cool. And then did Start Fresh fulfill all of its promises to you?
Everyone.
Every single one?
Every single one.
And did you feel that the promise of stress-free process and peace of mind was delivered?
Absolutely. That was the most important thing. I have no stress. It's great.
And then could you talk about the peace of mind that you have now after the closing?
Well, after the closing, now that everything is done, like I said, I don't have any financial burden from the house. It's gone. I'm free, and it feels great.
Absolutely. And did Start Fresh negotiate an incentive from the bank on your behalf?
I guess so. Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't own the house anymore. And
No, but what I mean by incentive is that the bank allowed you to receive relocation assistance and relocation funds.
yes.
Right, from the HUD of the closing.
Yes.
All right, fantastic.
Great.
And what was your overall experience? Anything else that you'd like to add?
I think that if you're in trouble with your house and they're about to come take it, you really need and should speak to Start Fresh, because they can help you way more than anyone else can. They're honest, they're true, they live up to everything they promise you and everything they say. So I think it's really important that you listen to them, sit down with them, and really let them help you.
Thank you, Tyrone. And I just have another question. Oh, and how many years were you in this process for? How many years were you in the foreclosure process?
I have no idea, because once I stopped, I haven't paid my mortgage in 9 years, I think.
Wow.
So they always said, talk to your mortgage company, talk to your mortgage company. I never did. I never responded to them. I didn't respond to them at all. Not a phone call, when they send me paperwork, I just let them come take it.
Right. And in what amount of time was this, from the time that you met Start Fresh to the time that you closed with Start Fresh? What was that amount of time?
Oh, that's a good question. A month, 2 months? Was it that long? I really don't remember.
I think it was something like 3 months.
Was it 3 months?
I think it was something like 3 months. Yeah.
It was quick.
Right. So it was we were able to introduce ourselves, start the process, facilitate a relocation with you.
Yes.
Negotiate on with the bank to allow us to give you relocation.
Yeah, it was too true. It was too quick, because I could have lived out. It was very quick. Was it 3 months? I mean, it was.
Yeah, I believe it was about 3 months.
Okay, it was quick.
Okay, fantastic. All right, so Tyrone, thank you so much for sharing your experience with it. Sure. I hope that this brings a lot of value to some of our other clients who are in a state of concern, not only in fear of how they're going to perceive, not only in fear of how they're going to move to the future for themselves, but also in choosing a company and being able to gauge the level of integrity that a company operates with.
Yes.
Thank you so much.